WrestleMania 26 weekend, me and my two buddies. The night before, we all knew that the WWE Hall of Fame ceremony was taking place. None of us had any tickets. I thought, why don't we just go down to the arena, see if we could catch Bret the Hitman Hart walking into the arena. I thought, let me see how much tickets cost. Well, they were about $250, and that was out of our price range. Well, I looked to my left, and I saw a young lady in a black skirt, dressed professionally, with a WWE lanyard on. And I just blurted out, you wouldn't happen to know where I could get some tickets, would you? And she looked at me and she said, well, sir, today's your lucky day. How many do you need? Well, I looked at my two friends. I said, well, 3. How much? And she pulled 3 Hall of Fame tickets out of her purse and said, here you go. The show starts in 5 minutes. So I gave her a hug. I was so excited. So we took these free tickets and we walked into the arena. And as we walk in, we grab a beer and we walk down closer and closer to the stage. And as we got closer and closer, it was the 3rd row above where all of the WWE superstars sit. So the headliner that day was the $1 Million Man, Dibiase. He gave his speech and he said, in closing, everybody has a price. And the next thing you know, real cash started raining down from the ceiling. Here we are, 3 friends who got in for free, and we grabbed about $350. So we went from not doing anything and standing around to getting $350 from the $1 Million Man himself.
And don't forget, couldn't afford $250 tickets. This was the perfect scenario. This worked out so perfectly for you. It's why I like this call so much. I feel I've been in this instance, but then that back end part never happens to me. And I'm always like, why can't that back end part happen to me? But it happened to you. And I got to say, I think you played it perfectly with that lady with the lanyard. You didn't say like, hey, give me free tickets. You played it cool. You asked the correct question, open-ended, were willing to pay, but deep down you knew you were trying to get free tickets. Let's be honest. And I don't blame you. And you got them. And then just how it all plays out. Couldn't afford, get in, random tickets, 3rd row behind the wrestlers. And then to top it off, it's the one time Dibiase's going into the Hall of Fame, and his gimmick is the money man, and then the money man makes it rain, and you receive that money. Also, I wasn't there this year, but I do remember as a member of the developmental system, we had to go to the Hall of Fame a couple of years, and we sat essentially with all the wrestlers, and you better believe it, especially on the developmental system's pay scale, if money was dropping, we were all scratching and fighting. Maybe not some of the football players who signed huge bonuses, or the giant Russian man they signed from a Sambo contest, but me, Matt Seidel, Brad Attitude, we were all fighting for that money. Believe me. So you're lucky there was no competition. And congratulations. That was a great, fun story. Thank you. Hey, thanks for watching. That call was part of a whole podcast called Wrestling Anonymous. Listen to the whole thing weekly. Wherever you listen to your podcast, go subscribe. And while you're at it, subscribe right here on YouTube to Colt Cabana's channel. Thank you.